back to Good Morning Britain. We are finding out how men can make women great again because in Orlando, Florida, is a man charging almost $1,000.
Anthony Dream Johnson, who says he wants to abolish feminism and make women great again.
Yeah, Orlando, Florida, that's going to be the scene of the crime.
21 studios, okay? They are pretty much the Avengers of the Manosphere.
First and foremost, shout out to 21 Studios.
So this convention is put on by a company called 21 Studios, and they have this whole convention every year called the 21 Convention, where it's just teaching men how to be better.
Women are queuing up to pay nearly $1,000 to have a man like Anthony tell them how to be women.
It's mansplaining palooza.
Anthony Dream Johnson, that's really his name, and he's the founder of the convention.
Like yourself and like Anthony Johnson, president.
The first president of the Manosphere.
President of the Manosphere.
You're protecting the sphere in a way that not enough people give you credit for.
Thanks, man.
And I really mean that, because if you didn't protect the sphere at all, it would just be a complete shit show. That's why you're the president, right?
You gotta be presidential.
You gotta be presidential.
And that guy's name was Anthony the Dream Johnson, the president of the f***ing Manosphere. There's only one guy in the Manosphere.
Yeah, you're impeached, Mr. President. You're f***ing done, dude. That's all there is to it. All in favor, say aye.
Excuse me, I'm mansplaining here.
Boom! That's the only way to introduce Anthony Johnson, my good friend. You know, I first met Anthony doing an interview at another event, and we started off talking about a bunch of social issues, and we wound up talking about epistemology, metaphysics, ethics, the role of social organization in the production of morality of the youth. It was just actually an amazing talk, and I forgot we were even having an interview. I think we went 3 or 4 hours because we just lost track of time. And I knew I'd met a kindred spirit, a man who really cares about his place in the country, his place with other men. He cares about children and family, and he cares mostly about honor and resurrecting the concept of honor in this world. And I think he personally exemplifies that in the way he runs this convention and in all of his other activities. So I can't tell you how proud I am to introduce Anthony Johnson, my friend.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, George.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, man. How's it going, boys? I'm back. I know you saw me speak at the opening of the event. Almost everybody was here when that happened. You've seen me introduce speakers throughout. But finally, I've spoken to the women as well. Can't forget them. I spoke there yesterday, had a really good time. My keynote address, Make Women Great Again. And now this is my closing summit address, my own keynote address to you, the entire summit, the 21 convention, the Patriarch Convention, and the 22 convention as well. We're all gathered together. Little trigger warning, this is gonna be a very high vulgar, high profanity speech. Buckle your fucking seatbelts right now, because there's gonna be no filter on this and maximum intensity. You have been warned. It's not PG-13. This is the State of the Manosphere 2022. It's my yearly address. I've been doing this since 2020, and a little bit before that as well, but officially since 2020. So here we go. I always begin my State of the Manosphere by reiterating something that's very important to me. And that's a common mission for the Manosphere that I devised and developed in 2019 at the 21 Convention in Warsaw, Poland, back in July of that year. And it's simply a mission for the Manosphere and a purpose, a future for it. And it's simple. It's a positive future for men, boys, and fathers. A positive future for men, boys, and fathers. That doesn't mean we can't educate and help guide women as well, and we should. And that's what we're doing with the 22 Convention and Make Women Great Again, and even throughout the Manosphere beyond this event, which is a much larger movement. But this to me is very important, to outline and guide the future of where this community is going, and this movement that's been bubbling and brewing for 25 to 30 years, even longer if you count like Dr. Warren Farrell, someone I've interviewed on my channel, good friend, starting back in the 1980s with men's rights issues, stuff like that. So I believe, though, this is a fundamentally good mission for the Manosphere and a good purpose, a positive future for men, boys, and fathers. It's what everyone should be promoting. It's what everyone should get behind in their own way, right? Devise it and develop it and push it in their own way. If you want to learn more about that, that's from the 2019 speech. It's called The Manosphere, A Positive Future for Men, Boys, and Fathers. It's about an hour long. So if you want to get more into that mission and that purpose and what I went into in that talk. It's about an hour. You can just go to YouTube or 21 University, type the Manosphere, a positive future. It should pull right up, and I recommend you do that. I'd appreciate it. This is the latest map, the high-profile professional map from a major news organization, Vice News. A lot of you guys probably seen it on YouTube, stuff like that. They actually used to be affiliated with HBO, so they are backed by millions and millions of dollars, mainstream media, stuff like that. This came out a few months ago, back in May. It's actually basically a hit piece on the Manosphere. They even went after Elliot Hulse, a friend of mine and a speaker at our events, including this event here. You guys saw him speak throughout the past couple days. So this is one of the highest profile maps, their attempt, their fake news, manipulative kind of garbage attempt, but it's their attempt to outline what the Manosphere is. I don't agree with it, but I wanted to show it to you guys because it's not very often you see anyone trying to map it out in an artistic and visual way like this. And their vision of the Manosphere, and I don't agree, but this is what they say at Vice News, it's got over 1 million views on YouTube. It's incels, pickup artists, and MGTOW. This is delusional to me for a couple reasons. Number one, it doesn't include men's rights activists, which have been going since at least the 1990s. That's a major component of what men talk about in the Manosphere. Family law issues, divorce court, child custody issues, whether it's Coach Greg Adams or Jeff Younger or any other number of hundreds of content creators and authors and public speakers. So the fact that they don't even include that, even later on in the video, that to me is a major, massive omission that's like stupid or manipulative or just fucking lazy. Who knows? They also include incels, which I have rejected since 2019 publicly in an interview with the New York Times. Some people call me the king of the incels, which is kind of fucking weird. I get laid every day, have a great time doing it. So I don't know where exactly they get that from, other than like, standard feminist drivel. Baby dick, short dick, little dick, mommy issues, incel, blah, blah, blah. King of the incels, fuck you. But anyway, I know I have a lot of relationships in the Manosphere. It's my job to do these events and understand what's going on, find these speakers, bring them together, try to unite the Manosphere and push it forward, and even go after frauds. There's kind of this positive, negative push-pull with trying to heal the Manosphere and make the Manosphere great again, push it forward through time, make it bigger and better. But anyway, I don't know a single incel content creator, public speaker, author, doesn't exist. There's no such thing. There are MGTOW guys. Coach Greg used to be much more closely aligned with that. I'm not sure where he's at it with these days. He mostly does his own thing, free agent lifestyle. But there's also Terrence Popp. There's a lot of guys who promote MGTOW kind of content. Pickup artists have been famous. They've had their own TV shows, New York Times best-selling books. I don't think I even need to go into that at this point. So there's a lot of elements to the Manosphere that they fucked up here, and it's bullshit. And omitting men's rights is just delusional. But anyway, I don't know a single content creator who identifies as an incel. So that is bullshit. No one cares about that. No one identifies as that, except random people on the internet that are not part of the Manosphere. They don't like it. They don't engage in it. They don't care about it. It's meaningless to them. It's a hit job associating these weirdos with the convention. Or excuse me, not the convention, the Manosphere. I do, though, want to take a minute to defend incels, maybe drive these people up the wall even more. I grew up in the 90s. A lot of you have seen movies like Revenge of the Nerds and shit like that. In America and Western culture, we used to call guys who couldn't get laid nerds, geeks, and shit like that. It's not good to be a nerd, I guess, or a geek. It's much better to be an alpha male, be a fucking badass, be highly masculine. But the demonization of nerds and geeks into murderous incels is really fucking weird. You don't need to beat up on these guys who can't get laid, or they've only gotten laid like 3 times in their life or something. That sucks. It's not good to be bad with women, and I think you should take steps to improve your life and your masculinity in that way. But if you can, or you haven't done that yet, or you're not motivated to do it, or whatever, you don't need to be vilified or demonized into an incel, terrorist, violent threat. This is a fucking scam, and it's a scam against masculinity and against men, and it's fucking gay. I fucking hate it. So I don't really like incels, but the extreme demonization of nerds into violent incels and all this stuff, it's fucking weird, it needs to stop. There's nerds. It's kind of okay to be a nerd, not ideal, but leave these fucking dudes alone, man. I've had enough of that shit. This is my map of the Manosphere I've been using since 2019. To me, it's a current model. It's not perfect. There probably should be a circle, a smaller kind of sub-tribe for like fathers and patriarchs, like we have the Patriarch Convention, and that has its own kind of group in the Manosphere of guys that focus on fatherhood and family issues. So maybe we should add that. Obviously, though, if you guys can read it, it says seduction, PUA community at the top left, MGTOW on the top right, men's rights activists, and the red pill. So like I said, though, there might need to be a fifth bubble for fathers and patriarchs. Maybe there should be a bubble, like a sub-tribe in the manosphere for like Christians and like religious people and stuff. So I think this is pretty good. It's almost perfect, not quite, but it's pretty good. And it's way better than this incel bullshit that Vice News and the other fake news media that they like to label it. It's garbage. This is much better. I think it's pretty accurate. And also you see the giant circle itself. There's kind of like a no man's land manosphere where a guy might find this kind of content, a couple speakers or authors that they like, and they don't really care or identify with any particular kind of subculture. And that's fine. I think even in that larger circle, you might include guys that are kind of high profile figures, YouTubers and stuff like Sargon of Akkad, who focuses on men's rights issues a lot and feminism, Paul Joseph Watson. I used to say Jordan Peterson. I'm not so sure about that these days. One of our speakers, Stefan Molyneux, I think you could even put in kind of the larger manosphere circle. So it's an interesting model. I think it's pretty good, and this is pretty legit. This is also another model of the manosphere I like to show. I didn't make this. The credits at the top left of the screen, or maybe your top right. It's from an old attendee of ours in 2018. He made this a few months later. I like to show this because it's a chronological history of the manosphere over time, not a current image of the present. So it has been evolving over time. I think it's been brewing and bubbling as a movement, kind of growing, for at least 25 to 30 years. Maybe even longer, like I said, looking back in the 80s, men's rights, early 90s, stuff like that. For example, one of our speakers, Alan Roger Curry, a good friend of mine, he's been doing coaching for men in this content since like 1991, something like that. So we're talking over 30 years at this point. He's not the only one. Ross Jeffries, another one of our speakers, he's famous, for coaching in this area. Even the movie, I think in the late 90s with Tom Cruise, Magnolia, was basically about Ross Jeffries, the director later admitted. They were inspired to make this movie about it. So it has a long chronological history. It's going to keep evolving over time. People find the manosphere, men find it these days, right? They get out of a bad breakup, a bad divorce, something like that. Or maybe they're just stuck with girls and they're tired of sucking shit with girls. They want to get better. They find it. They're in it for like a year. And that's kind of their vision of the manosphere. And it's like, hold on, man. This has been going on for a long fucking time. Maybe longer than you've even been alive. If, someone's like 19 or 20 or something like that. So that's a lot of history. I still consider it pretty young. Feminism by comparison is well over 100 years old at this point, dating back to at least like the 1840s with Seneca Falls. So still pretty young, but depending how old you are, it might feel old. But it goes, it's growing over time, it's evolving, it's maturing. And that's good and that's normal, I think, for any movement. I wanted to shift gears a little bit. There's been a lot of news at the Manosphere this year, major headlines, more than I've ever seen. As a lot of you know, in 2020, with Make Women Great Again, the 22 convention, we had big-time news, New York Post, New York Times. I did a 20-minute interview with Piers Morgan before he left Good Morning Britain. Now he's doing some other, whatever his uncensored bullshit is now, who cares? But anyway, a lot of major news was focused on what we do in the Manosphere in our events, and particularly the first Manosphere event for women, which was the 22 convention, when men were going to mansplain at a huge scale to women with no women allowed to talk to them. These days, we let some women talk. Melissa Isaac, Jennifer Molesky, Elliot Hulse's wife last year spoke to the women, so I've changed it a little bit since then, but it was really fun to piss all these people off. No women talking to women, only men. Mansplaining. But anyway, every year, particularly since 2020, when we hit that, we reached like 100 million people through that. In 2021, Kevin Samuels blew up, and they later died. We'll get into that in a minute. But Kevin Samuels blew up. He was doing not only, major news was attacking him and criticizing him. He had over 1 million followers just on YouTube, for example. And then he was working with celebrities, rappers, entertainers. He was basically expanding the reach and the impact of the Manosphere into mainstream culture. It was beginning to clash even more than we had when the media found out about Make Women Great Again and they went bananas. Called it a mansplaining palooza or some shit, which I love. They called it the hat too. They called it a MAGA hat for the uterus. I'm like, fuck yeah, put that shit on. Anyway, my good friend, my good buddy Cobra Tate, we've been buddies since 2019 when I first met him and interviewed him in Warsaw, Poland. I've been a big supporter of his ever since then and vice versa. He's always supported what we do. Interviewed him several times. I was very proud of what he did this year, blowing up huge. I'm sure almost everyone in this room knows who he is and saw him explode on the internet this year by basically, manipulating the algorithm, going to war with these people that I fucking hate. Big tech, big media, fake news, all this fucking garbage. He played them and he won. Now he had some consequences for that, getting canceled off the internet, but he kicked fucking ass doing it. So I'm very proud of what he did. I mean, this guy became basically, and I consider him a manosphere figure, kind of in the general manosphere like I showed you guys a few minutes ago. This guy hit big. His name was the most searched name on the internet, above Donald Trump, above everyone, for a couple days there recently, a few months ago. This was massive. This guy generated news headlines I was reading in major news articles, publications, right? Talking where they were interviewing like school teachers, high school teachers, even elementary school teachers in America. And these, third grade teachers and ninth grade teachers were bitching about how their kids and their students were talking about Andrew Tate and the manosphere. That to me is fucking hilarious. I don't think he intended to do that specifically. That just happened organically because these parents are, run by their fat wives and their fucking useless beta males and shit. It's just a disaster. They don't care about shit that these kids look at. These kids are on TikTok looking at fucking who knows what. These old fat women twerking their booties and shit on TikTok and Instagram. And then they find Andrew Tate, which I think is actually a hell of a lot better than this twerk shit. Tick thought, as Coach Greg calls it, tick thoughts. Anyway, the fact that this guy penetrated that's not a good way to say that, but penetrated mainstream culture and reached, young men at that scale has never before been done. I've never seen, no matter Kevin Samuels or even what we did, it didn't reach into the youth like that. It wasn't designed to. Our thing was for women, right? But even with the media going bananas, he escalated and expanded the Overton window for the manosphere and its reach into culture. And this ongoing clash, it's getting bigger and bigger every year, from 2020 to 2021 to 2022. I guarantee you will see more news headlines, NBC News, CNN, Fox News, all this shit, next year and the next year and the next year, as this culture that is dominated by feminism continues to clash with the manosphere, which completely rejects feminism. I want to take a moment and explain to those of you who are not explicitly aware of this, but America, the greatest country in the world, is also a feminist shithole. Everything in our country is feminist. Everything is dominated completely by feminism. The military is cucked by feminism. The Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, all this shit. The federal government, cucked by feminism. State governments, cucked by feminism. The cities, your local governments, cucked by feminism. The schools, the universities, the media, TV, Hollywood, books, everything is fucking feminist everywhere you go. The manosphere is the only movement alive that I know of that completely, even churches, so those of you guys are Christian or whatever, right, whatever denomination you are, most of them, by far, cucked by feminism. Even the Muslims are getting, they're concerned now about getting invaded by feminism. Like every other religion, an institution, an organization has been invaded by this toxic feminist fucking dogma. The manosphere is the one movement that aggressively and completely, 100% rejects this garbage. And it basically always has. And this scares them because feminism is the establishment. It's the ultimate establishment, the feminist establishment. Not some political party, not some other ideology like socialism or communism or what a democracy or whatever. No, feminism. Everything's fucking feminist. We live in a matriarchy spelled patriarchy. It's a scam, and it's all dominated by feminism, and feminism has to die. It's toxic. I was talking to Jack Donovan a couple months ago, late last year in 2021, and about an interview for his magazine, Chess Magazine, and he said to me, he was asking me about feminism, he's like, feminism is probably the biggest thing that's ever happened in human history. And that just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks, and I fucking hate feminism, right? I had not thought about it in terms that grand and that big before. And he was just kind of saying this casually, but I'll never forget that. Because looking at feminism and its total destructive force and aggression to destroy the relationship between men and women, about families, to destroy the family, all the hardcore feminists want to destroy the nuclear family. BLM being more explicit about it than usual that's just kind of a new thing, but they've always been bitching about destroying the nuclear family. They want to destroy the relationship between men and women. They want to destroy masculinity. Toxic masculinity, the purpose of that is to zero it out. They don't want women to be feminine. They want them to be masculine or androgynous and have no gender identity at all and no femininity, like a bunch of fucking clone robots or something. It's weird. It's like some Blade Runner shit. Anyway, end rant. There's a lot of fucking news going on with the manosphere, and Tate by far was the biggest this year, and I'm very proud of him. People have pushed me for years to get away from him. Continually, my answer has been to go fuck yourself. And it will continue to be, go fuck yourself. This guy has been nothing but good to me and nothing but good to men, 100%. That doesn't mean I agree with everything he says, by the way. That's a ridiculous standard to hold anyone to. I don't even know everything he's ever said. Nobody fucking does. But good guy, love that guy, pretty chill dude. Like I said, Kevin Samuels blew up in 2021. Unfortunately, earlier this year, he died, natural causes, I think like a heart issue. Seeing this hit the news was also interesting. It's sad. I never met Kevin Samuels. I didn't really talk to him. I think fundamentally he was a positive force for men and women. He got pretty famous for talking to black women on the internet, kind of confronting them. I think one of his famous statements was like, "You're barely average. Why do you have these ridiculous standards?" He was super funny. I was critical of some things. I didn't always like how he dealt with celebrities. I think he kind of simped out with like Nicki Minaj or whatever it was last minute. So I wasn't happy about that. But when he died, I really had to step back and take a big picture look at his life. And I was like, you know what? This guy was pretty fucking dope. And it's sad he never got to speak here, before he died. I think he would have been perfect at 22 and even here for men. But this is what happens when you have a movement that's going on for 25, 30 years and it keeps going and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually people die. And it's just natural and normal, nothing too bad. It's just sad. I finally made a positive meme though after Kevin died. Most of my memes you guys see on like Twitter and YouTube and shit, they're pretty aggressive and pretty combative. This one was not. These are 3 of our former speakers who've died. Andrew Hansen on the far right, he died of eyeball cancer, ocular cancer, I think's the name, back in 2017. He spoke for us in 2016. He was known in the manosphere as the private man, and he focused mostly on coaching men who exiting divorces. So kind of older 40s and 50s divorced men. Stefan Arnia spoke at our event in 2019. He was pretty young at the time. I think he died at like 34, 35 years old, also of cancer. He ended up dying so quickly after the event that his assistant kept bugging me to hurry the editing up of the speech, and he wouldn't say why. And finally we got it done, and then he died like very soon after. I was like, holy shit. I wish they would have just told me. I would have fucking rushed ass on that shit, but I was like, holy shit. So that was really sad. And then last year, Pat Campbell died of brain cancer. He spoke at our events in 2018 and 2019 at the Patriarch event. These things happen though. And as a movement continues to grow and evolve over time, it's going to keep happening. Eventually, of course, we all die. And then Kevin Samuels, on the far left. So Mount Manosphere, download that shit and share it. It's fucking dope. It's sad that these guys are dead, but this is a simple and I think interesting way to kind of remember them. Good men who've done a lot to help men and improve themselves as men. Of course, earlier this year, it was exposed that one of our former speakers, unfortunately, someone who also is even much more well-known in like conservative politics and stuff like that, big YouTuber, self-proclaimed Christian pastor, Jesse Lee Peterson, came out as a homosexual super predator, as I call him, including even with one of our volunteers. He's basically been running like a homo cult. One of my buddy's speakers called it a gay homo cult out in California. It's pretty sick shit. I'm used to exposing manosphere frauds and going after them. This really got me out of like left field, like holy fucking shit. Because usually it's much more about when there's manosphere frauds and men preying on hurt men, looking for answers and stuff like that. It's usually more about money. It's not about like pretending to be, a pastor and then using your allegedly Christian church to like have sex with men and then lie about it for 30 years. So this shit was fucking wild. But I'm glad he got exposed. Fuck this piece of shit. I want to shift gears a little bit here. So Matt Walsh, big conservative commentator. He has over like 1 million Twitter followers. He's a very popular guy on YouTube as well, stuff like that. I don't know him, I never met him, but I watch a little bit of his content. It's interesting to me. I keep an eye on politics kind of in general, especially conservative politics. Just kind of see what's going on there. They're a little bit more friendly, for example, to like family issues, masculinity, stuff like this. It's interesting to watch, right, from a distance. I even go to the conferences sometimes, like CPAC. I went to Turning Point USA event, stuff like that. So I get to meet a lot of these kind of figures and stuff. People like Matt Walsh. He exposed earlier this year, pretty recently, about this trans crap where these doctors are experimenting on kids and stuff. Experimenting, performing surgeries, all kinds of really crazy shit. And then hospitals trying to cover it up and delete it off their websites. So I don't agree with everything this guy does. I used to think, I guess you could say I'm kind of split on him right now, whether he's like beta or alpha. Sometimes he does some cuck shit that pisses me off. Other times he's savage. So it's kind of like, what day of the week am I feeling about this guy? But I'm really happy he calls out this trans stuff as evil. He has more balls and more boldness than most conservatives by far. So I like to see it. I like the attitude. I like the aggression. I like the masculinity. But anyway, he exposed this, and I had some comments about it. So So I put out a tweet, and I got banned off Twitter for this, which pissed me off. You think I would be already banned on Twitter, like, for life, but I'm like a fucking cat. I have 9 lives. But anyway, they got me for a week, these bastards. So this is pretty recently, on October 2nd. 100% of doctors who have performed gender transition surgeries on children deserve the death penalty. Arrest them, due process, hang them. The hang part's not... Oh, thanks. All right. So I want to talk about this tweet, especially because they banned it. Had they not banned it, I wouldn't be quite as pissed off about it, because I tweet shit like this every day. Follow me at Beach Muscles on Twitter. Until they ban me, then you can find me on Gab, right? So I stand by this. First of all, I stand by this. I mean, 100%. I'm not joking. The hang part is not really specific. I don't really care if, they get, as long as it's due process. I'm not calling for street justice, right? I'm not calling for getting a fucking pitchfork and poking these people to death, right? I'm serious. Arrest, due process, fair trial, execute them. Hang them, lethal injection, firing squad, whatever the fuck. I don't really care. Don't violate their rights, do it properly. This needs to happen. And first of all, what pisses me off about this is I've never seen an elected official of any state government, in the federal government, anywhere, not even a mayor or nothing, say this. And I don't know why. Does no one have the courage to fucking say this? I've seen Trump, and I love Trump, right? I'm a huge fan of Trump. That's not obvious at this point. A lot of that's really personal, politics, whatever. Even Trump called for the death penalty of drug dealers and stuff. I don't even know if I agree with that, but whatever. These people are mutilating fucking kids. They're experimenting on kids. This is sick. Matt Walsh is 100% right. This is evil. It's not just unethical, some sciencey fucking language for it. It's not just immoral, it's not just bad, it's fucking evil. These people know what they're doing. They're not morally confused about this. This bullshit. They know what they're fucking, these are fucking kids. These people are chemically castrating children, performing mastectomies on little girls, trying to chop the balls off. They're trying to chop the balls off one of our speaker's fucking kids. These people are crazy. They're evil. It's sick. It has to stop. If you ever want to live in a free country, these people, doctors who fucking do this shit, number one, it should be against the law 100%. There should be criminal penalties for it in every single state, and including the death penalty. If you want to live in a free country that is even remotely sane, medical doctors, quack doctors who do this shit should die. They should be arrested, they should go through a fair trial, and they should be executed. Experimenting on children, mutilating children's genitals at this insane scale, we're talking 10-year-old kids here and shit. This is fucking madness. And it pisses me off to no end that these conservatives who pretend to be all pro-family and pro-kids and pro-all this shit, pro-patriotism, I haven't seen a single fucking one of them stand up and say what I just said, even in this tweet. Not one of them. And that needs to fucking end. These people that pretend to be all big and bold and I'm based and all this fucking shit, most of it's fucking bullshit. These people are pussies, and it pisses me off. Anyway, I want to get into this a little bit. A lot of what we see in America, there's a book called The Ominous Parallels by Dr. Leonard Peikoff. He's a philosopher of objectivism and philosophy. He was a philosophy professor, actually, I think in New York for many years. He's drawn a lot of parallels to what's happening in America, and that book's from the 80s. I mean, it's old at this point, but it's still very relevant to today. A lot of what we see is legitimately, authentically, it parallels what happened in Nazi Germany. Experimenting on kids, quack fucking doctors, whatever magical fucking bullshit reason they want to make up in their head. This is inexcusable. And it's beyond alarming that it happens and they try to dress it up as gender-affirming care. No, you're a fucking psycho. You need to die. This is not okay. And it's it being comparative at all to what these fucking literal National Socialist fucking doctors did in the 1930s, that just blows my mind. All these people deserve to fucking die that do this shit to kids. So what I want you guys to do, watching this on video or here after the event, you should go to usa.gov and you can find pretty quickly how to contact your local elected officials. Your U.S. congressman, your senator, your state representatives, your governor, your mayor, your city council, all that bullshit. You should tell them what you think about this. If you want to see this in your state, these fucking doctors, this stuff being criminally outlawed 100% as quickly as possible, and you want to see these people brought to justice, you need to tell them that. Don't be an asshole off the start. Be professional, be polite, be serious. And then if they tell you to fuck off, then get fucking mean and nasty and be a fucking asshole. Don't be a pussy, be a fucking asshole. Being an asshole gets you really far along in life. Being a nice guy, beta male pussy does not get you very far along. Like conservatives who are all fucking, they pretend to be all savage and base and all they do is fucking apologize. I mean, one of the ways, something I've been thinking about lately, most conservatives today by far, like 80, 90%, they're basically, their opinions and positions on policy issues, they're like radical feminists from like 1995. They're all the shit they talk about now would have been radical feminism 20, 25 years ago. They apologize to their enemies. They do nothing but bitch and moan and complain and just say, oh, sorry, I lost, whatever the fuck. It's fucking gay. I hate it. These people are pussies and they won't stand up for what's right. It pisses me off. So do this. Contact these people and push them. They represent you. If you live in America, somewhere in some state, you have people that are supposed to represent you. You need to tell them in clear fucking terms, politely at first, and if they're fucking pussies, then you get mean and be an asshole. Tell them what you think and tell them what you want to happen. Don't apologize for it. Don't over-explain it. Just fucking say it. Be a fucking man and be bold and be proud of what you believe and demand answers and demand fucking action. We're going to shift gears here again into what I call conspiracy facts. There's a joke on like Twitter right now that conspiracy theories, the difference between conspiracy theories and facts is like 6 months. That makes a lot of sense actually. So this is also the diagram you saw earlier. I'm showing it to you again, not so much for the content of it, but Vice is a major, organization. Millions of dollars behind them from who knows where. I think Elliot was looking into it, Elliot Hulse. They're funded by like George Soros, like all this creepy fucking shit, right? They used to be associated with, they were funded and they were on HBO for many years. So major organization, right? 16 million, YouTube followers alone. This to me represents a hit piece on the manosphere, as I told you. I'm serious about that. It's not the first, it's not the last. And in one sense, that's just part of life. That's part of living in a free society. People are just gonna be fucking assholes sometimes, right? That in itself is not the problem. It's that I think this is a hit piece that was in some way instructed or ordered or requested or funded or who the fuck knows what. And we're gonna look into that more beyond just the media. Because the media does it, but the media is, in most cases, is allegedly private businesses, right? They're not getting like puppet stringed by fucking government agencies and shit. This is though a document, a thesis for a university out in California I went over last year. It's like a 100-page doctoral thesis from an actual FEMA employee, an agent for the United States Department of Homeland Security. You can read it. Mapping the Manosphere, a social network analysis of the Manosphere on Reddit. Kelly C. Fitzgerald, talked about this in my last year's State of the Manosphere. This woman literally works for the Department of Homeland Security. Keep that in mind, what I just told you. She works at the time she wrote this, the Department of Homeland Security. And as I understand it, the students who go to this college, it's like a postgraduate naval school, a lot of what they do is they create basic intelligence on behalf of intelligence agencies. And then it gets stolen by like China or some shit. But anyway, that's not what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be getting used by like actual agencies. CIA, NSA, whatever the fuck. But anyway, she worked for the Department of Homeland Security. She still does, as far as I know. This is a report that came out, a research report from the Secret Service in March 2022, just earlier this year. Secret Service is also controlled by the Department of Homeland Security. It's called Hot Yoga Tallahassee. I didn't title it that. That's what they fucking called it. It has something to do with a mass shooting that happened, I think, in North Florida, like Jacksonville, with a yoga studio a couple years ago. I don't know exactly why they titled it that, but it's a whole document on that. Let me read a section to you real quick, though. It's more of that incel bullshit I was telling you about Vice News. But they get into the Manosphere. This is Secret Service. This is a federal, law enforcement agency investigating the Manosphere, also controlled by Homeland Security. These are all facts. You can go check this out yourself. It's like a 30-page paper they put out. Today, the term incel is often used to describe men who feel unable to obtain romantic or sexual relationships with women to which they feel entitled. The term is used to describe one online subculture that exists within the Manosphere, a network of blogs and forums frequented by groups including incels, men's rights activists, men going their own way, and pickup artists. Although these groups are known to promote male-dominant views, some members express extreme ideologies involving anti-woman hate, sexual objectification of women. Fuck yeah. And calls for violence targeting women. Yeah, by that they mean like internet fucking trolls that are probably federal agents for all we fucking know. Anyway, this is a real law enforcement agency. I don't even particularly have a problem with Secret Service. Department of Homeland Security, as we're getting into, is fucking gay. Secret Service, whatever. They're probably necessary and legitimate law enforcement agency. The point is they're being directed and weaponized, in my view, by the Department of Homeland Security. The same way this chick working for FEMA and Department of Homeland Security wrote this giant 100-page research paper, thesis, on the Manosphere. This is from 2020. So 2020, 2022, they did one before as well, I found, on the Manosphere. And this hit like mainstream news. This isn't like some secret document. It was like NBC and CNN and shit like that. On top of that, so Homeland Security, and now we have again, I call these guys Fed and shit, down in Miami. They're on a podcast called Fed and shit. You can look it up. The guy on the left is called Amru Fraudel. It was exposed, and he later admitted, now he even runs a channel about it. He calls it Fedit, like federal agent mixed with Reddit. Anyway, this guy has admitted to being a Homeland Security special agent from 2013 to 2020, when he magically joined the Manosphere and became a popular podcaster in the Manosphere, and he retired from Homeland Security. So in my view, it's obvious. We have documented facts over and over and over again. The Homeland Security is investigating, is attacking the Manosphere, is hostile to it, views it negatively, and wants to, who knows exactly what their particular goals are, right? Who the fuck knows? Hopefully I can find out with some FOIA requests and fuck with these people, right? But no one really knows except them. Whatever it is, it ain't good. Clearly they're not like, oh, this is a nice movement, men becoming masculine, yeah, fuck yeah. Make family great again, make men alpha. No, they fucking hate it. They're scared of it. And this little piece of shit, I call him their pet. He admitted to being a federal agent for Homeland Security for 7 fucking years. I'm willing to bet my left nut he still is getting paid by them. He's their pet. I don't know exactly what he's doing or why he's doing it. The point is, he was a federal fucking agent for Homeland Security. The chances of him just like magically retiring and being like, yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast instead of being a federal agent, this is fucking stupid. I can't believe anybody is so stupid to believe this bullshit. Yeah, fucking retarded. So Homeland Security is across the board going after the Manosphere, investigating it over and over and over. This is a meme, by the way. Fraud chicks, I call them, like white chicks. I think it's hilarious. So whatever their exact goals are, I think Homeland Security, they fear the Manosphere. They're scared of it. That's stupid, but maybe they should be. Because I think the Manosphere, in my own view of it, it teaches men to be masculine. It teaches men a masculine attitude, like this. You will leave me alone, I will make you leave me alone. This is how men's relationship should be with the government. Leave me the fuck alone. Like a bully, because these people are tyrannical bullies, right? They go after this. I want to show you this. You guys saw this from 2021. The FBI was trying to intimidate parents. And FBI is owned by Homeland Security, or they're controlled by them. They go after innocent parents that are concerned about what their kids are learning in school, right? This is all over the news in 2021. This is a constant threat of intimidation. These people want to intimidate normal Americans. And I think they're not just going after parents, they're going after the Manosphere, like I'm showing you. So they want to intimidate, and they're scared of you, and they're scared of us. And maybe they should be. Masculine men do this. These men were not beta males. These men were not fat dad bod beta males. They were not pussies. This took tremendous courage. These men were alpha males, 100%. This took balls of fucking steel. And fat, pussy, beta males run by their wives, they don't do this. Masculine men fight revolutions. Masculine men tell bullies to get the fuck away from me. They stop tyrants dead in their tracks. So I think for whatever fucking reason in their delusional worldview of these lazy fat bureaucrats that need to get a real fucking job, they are scared of men becoming masculine because masculine men can do that. Whether or not they should, that's up to you to decide. I'm not advocating you to do anything specifically. It's masculinity makes this possible. And weak, effeminate, neutered, castrated beta males, whether physically, chemically, or psychologically, they don't do that. They're not capable of that. They want you fat, weak, beta, and fucking broke. Alpha males who are masculine as fuck do that, or at least they can. I think that's fundamentally, basically, why they're scared of men. These kind of attitudes and a deep masculinity within you that gives you the courage to be a man and to take bold action and to not take shit from people. So I'm not really into defunding the police unless you get specific. So in terms of defunding, federal police, oh, fuck yeah. Fuck these people. I consider them domestic terrorists. Their main job is to basically terrorize innocent Americans, whether it's parents or even like local cops who didn't want to get the vax mandate or vaccine last year and shit. They were, local cops, sheriff's deputies, police officers, they were being called domestic terrorists by mayors and stuff, like in Chicago. It was nuts. So I think one of the main jobs, or at least functions, of what Homeland Security does at this point is they intimidate and they terrorize people. These people are domestic fucking terrorists. They want you to be scared. They want to terrorize you. A US citizen, an American, you were born here. Most of you were born here. I was born here. I don't want my fucking government trying to scare the shit out of me. Fuck you. So this is what these people are, and I'm all for defunding them. Jeff Younger has a great plan for how to fuck with these people. He can explain it a lot better than I can, but basically he thinks that even if you want to keep the money for what they do, like funding and stuff, you can abolish the Department of Homeland Security and return its functions to the states. This thing, Homeland Security didn't even exist until like 2001. So 20-something years ago, it didn't even exist. When I was growing up, this thing didn't exist. Who gives a fuck about this thing? Useless. Bureaucratic, excessive garbage. That all they do is terrorize American people at this point. This is mainly what they fucking do. So defund the police, generally not in favor of it, but with these people, oh, fuck yeah, all of them. They all need to be unemployed. In fact, I know they're gonna watch this. They watch probably a lot of the shit we do. So anybody from like Homeland Security watching this, I want you to know, I want to send you a clear message. You can eat shit and suck my balls. Thank you. I said that at the 22 convention yesterday too on accident. I was like, that's hilarious. The women were dying. This is an article from 2014. There was a lot also in the early 2000s. When Homeland Security got created, it was controversial because the name, it's closely associated with what National Socialists in Germany did in the 1930s. They basically had a Homeland Protection Organization, kind of like Homeland Security. So there's a lot of comparisons in the 2000s and even more recently where the name alone is fucking sketch as fuck. Like, do you want to name your stuff? Like even, this is very specific stuff, but Secret Service, they're not called the SS because it's too closely associated with the fucking literal Nazis. Their acronym they go by is USSSS, United States Secret Service, to get away from that, because that's bad optics at bare minimum. It's creepy at minimum. So I think there's a huge parallel, like I was telling you about, between what these people do and what National Socialists did in the 1930s. They want to scare you, they want to intimidate you, and they want to terrorize you. And anybody who's a threat, even peacefully, right, even in terms of policy positions, my tweet about doctors being executed, fair trial, and then being executed for mutilating and experimenting on kids, that's political speech, that's a policy position. That's my official, like, authentic policy position. That's what I want my government to do in Florida. Never mind everyone else in the country, and every country in the world for that fucking matter. So these people, though, want to scare people who are any kind of threat to the establishment. Look at Andrew Tate. That guy became, not even with specific policies, but just through his influence, especially reaching young men, even like teenagers and even younger than that. He scared the shit out of big tech, and I guarantee you, major organizations with governments around the world, and particularly in America. So these people are a bunch of assholes, and a lot of it is very reminiscent and ominous with literal National Socialists in the 1930s in Germany. Sick shit. Let's shift gears, have some more fun. Let's make fun of, growth. This is the state of American women. For those of you who didn't see this earlier this year, this is Christina Aguilera. I grew up I'm born in 88. I grew up in the 90s and 2000s. She was like the rival of Britney Spears, right, back then. Britney Spears has had her own, shitstorm of, her whole life's a clusterfuck, basically. But this chick, Christina Aguilera, major entertainer, worth who knows how much fucking money, millions and millions of dollars. This bitch gets up on stage in front of kids as well, apparently, puts on a giant green Hulk monster suit with a big green bejeweled dildo, this big strap on. Now this is a amplified expression of American women. Most women on Tinder don't have giant green dildos and they're not gonna peg you. Some, I would assume, do. I have not met any, but I'm sure there's a couple. But this is a high profile example, and to be fair, celebrities want attention, shit like that. This is certainly outlandish enough to do that, and she succeeded. She had news articles, kind of a whole news cycle made about it for a couple days, right? But this, to me, I think, philosopher Ayn Rand, she would call stuff like this a micro-expression of a culture. When you see a celebrity doing this for attention, this, to me, is American women. It's just an amplified, kind of cartoonish version of it. How far removed is your average Tinder thought, Bumble fucking thought, you know, little sugar baby, only fucking skank, only fan skank, whatever. How far are they removed? Go on Instagram right now. Oh, no, maybe not right now, but after the speech, right? Go look. Women, I'm a boss bitch, boss queen, all this fucking garbage. This is the attitude they have. They're green with envy. You know, Freud would be rolling over in his fucking grave. This chick's literally green with envy, to the point that the dildo thing is green. This is American women. Crazy dildo strap-on Hulk monster skank. It's just bizarre. It's beyond bizarre, and it's pathetic, and it needs to change. It needs to stop. I guarantee you, in most cases, 99.99%, your grandma didn't fucking do this. None of your grandmas did this, okay? My grandma didn't do this. Your grandma didn't do this. I doubt even your mother did this. This is what women do shit like this now. And even if it's not the cartoonish, over-the-top celebrity version, it's only a couple degrees removed from this with their attitudes and the entitlement and the intensity and the abrasiveness they have towards men, this hostility. This is not normal, what we have between men and women in America. I mentioned to the woman yesterday in my keynote to them, I went to Poland in 2019 for over a month to prepare for a convention, kind of scout hotels, and then even go back later and do the convention, and then scout another city to do future conventions down in the southern part of the country. Women in Poland, for the first time in my life, because I've been to other countries too, Sweden, UK, Australia, Canada, I've been in a lot of countries, like 25. But Poland was the first world country I've ever seen where women acted like women, like everywhere. The men acted like men, women acted like women. It was like, I would assume 1950s America, but with iPhones. It blew my mind. It changed my view of women and my expectations that I had for myself in the dating marketplace in America for what I want. Because I had seen finally what was possible, not just with one chick that like, you know, is an outlier, but a whole bunch of them that were like, wow, women act like fucking women. They act feminine. They expect you to act like a man. It was the coolest shit I've ever seen. Any of you who can get to travel to Poland or a country like that in that area, 100% recommend it in the coming years of your life. It will change your view of what's possible between men and women in a culture. End rant. So we got only sluts, like I was telling you. You guys know only sluts is basically only sluts, right? It's interesting because if you take any population of women, right, you're always gonna have a mixture, right? You got your super hoes, your super thoughts, and then kind of a, you know, degrees and degrees less of that up to good girls and stuff like that, right? On OnlyFans, this is 100% sluts. I mean, I don't know how many millions of women are on it or whatever, but that'd be hard. There's not a single girl on there who's not a fucking super skank. You'd be kidding me. A skankaroo, as we called them last year. Like a kangaroo, but a skankaroo. They hop around from penis to penis instead of on their feet. Let's pause on this real quick, because I talked to the woman about this yesterday. I went to college at UCF in Orlando from 2006 to 2010, so the final half of the 2000s. Back then, I never heard of sugar babies or any of this bullshit, seeking arrangements, right? That wasn't really a thing back then. I guess it probably was a little bit, but it was not mainstream at all. That has turned into this. The average American woman, 18, 19, 25, 30, whatever the fuck, they view prostitution, monetizing their sexuality for the price of a hamburger. They view that as normal. There are millions of American women who do that shit in secret. Occasionally in the news, you see one get caught. You know, she'll be like a nurse or an ambulance. I saw like an ambulance woman driver once, and then she got caught doing OnlyFans, and they fired her or something. So that kind of shit happens, but it's like these women, think about how many of your grandmothers would have thought, oh, let me take a picture of my vagina and sell that for $5. Like, this is fucking cuckoo. This is not, if you do this, and you know, these girls, they go on Twitter and shit, and they later bitch, right? They're like, oh, these men don't want to date OnlyFans girls. Like, yeah, no shit, you're a fucking hooker. Like, most men, I married a prostitute on accident, but most men do not intentionally date or marry prostitutes. Like, you are a digital hooker. This is not fucking normal. This is not okay. Now, is there always gonna be a segment of the population in a free society that does shit like this? Of course. I'm okay with that. But it should be a small percentage of the population, like it traditionally has been, right? You know, the old saying is that prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, the oldest career. That's probably true. I don't particularly have a problem with that as long as it's like a minority of women making stupid choices like that. What we see now, credit to AJ Cortez, Alexander Cortez, this is not his diagram, but he gave me the idea in 2019 at our convention when he spoke. What he said, basically, he's this kind of a basic bell curve. You know, sluts and super hoes and 304s and tick thoughts and all this shit, they used to be a small percentage of the population. And then women, now not really men so much a lot, but women would slut shame and keep that behavior, they would suppress it. They would keep it down because it's destructive. Like Michael Foster, I think, was talking to you guys about. Sexuality run amok is destructive to an entire culture. It will collapse nations. It will collapse civilizations. So AJ Cortez's point in 2019 at our convention is that that behavior, pretty recently, right, since the 1960s and even more recently with shit like OnlyFans and Tinder and online dating and this insane hypersexualization of women, all women, right, on a regular, normal basis, that super slut behavior has shifted into the middle of the bell curve. You've probably experienced this, right? Most girls are fucking hoes. By age 20, they fuck 20 guys or more. By age 30, they have a notch count like over 100, 150. This stuff's pretty common. These girls get banged up. That shit doesn't work. You guys, a lot of you are probably familiar with it. You can look it up. Women who have too many sexual partners, they basically lose their ability to pair bond, like a piece of Velcro. Like when you're a kid in your shoe and you do it too many times, it doesn't work anymore. You know, this can happen to men as well, I think. But for women, it happens really fast. These women get banged up, they get used up, and they can't date or marry anymore. It's creating a tidal wave of problems that we haven't even seen the climax of yet. The problems with the tidal wave of single mothers and fatherlessness and the family falling apart, we're maybe in the middle of that. Maybe just past the beginning. There's a long way to go. That hill is going down. That's down for you going off a fucking cliff. Big problems are still coming. Maybe in the end there'll be some positive outcomes. I'm hopeful, like some of our other speakers, but there's still a lot of pain coming. We haven't seen the end of that shit yet. So my message to women is pretty simple. Get off the thought train, at least on this front. You got your WAP culture, your wet-ass pussy, Cardi B shit. That leads directly to the cat kingdom, where you eat cat food, where you're surrounded by cats with your BOGO wine and your dollar store wine, and you're so crazy you're eating cat food, and then you die, then your cats eat you. It's just a fucking mess. It's a total fucking mess. I love that meme, the cat meme. I actually got that from Sargon of Akkad, I think, a couple years ago. So this is terrible. You know, entertainment and celebrities and media, they pump this like, you know, nonstop 24/7 propaganda to everyone, but particularly young women. And it leads to this destructive, miserable life. Loser shit. However, you know, fancy, you know, looks and or not fancy maybe, but bougie, however famous you think you're gonna get on Instagram, twerking your ass or TikTok or something. It's all loser shit. It's a guarantee. This WAP shit, this WAP thought culture, it will lead to nothing but misery for you in your entire life. For yourself, for your friends, for the people around you, for your kids, especially if you have any, God forbid. So it's terrible. Women need to cut this shit out, stop being a bunch of hoes. We need to make women thin again. American women right now. So obesity, of course, America has a huge obesity problem. People are fucking fat. You know, it actually affects women even worse than men. So in my view, I've said this before on Twitter and stuff, American women today are the fattest women in the history of this planet. As far as I know, that's true. There's a couple small countries I checked, like really small ones, like islands and shit, where they're even fatter. But basically, American women are really fucking fat. This is not okay. It's not beautiful. Being fat is not okay. Fat is not beautiful. It's not healthy. It's bad for you. It's bad for your family. It's bad for your husband. It's bad for your kids. If you're gonna have kids in the future, that's gonna be bad too. You know, they have geriatric diabetes, gestational diabetes, all kinds of fucking problems you get from being fat. It makes you miserable. Your whole life just sucks. You're fat. Stop being fat. Eat a paleo diet, ladies, for those of you watching on video. Look into respecting the nature of how you were born, of the wisdom and the choices of your ancestors, and eat healthy. Stop stuffing your face with Cheetos and shit. So we gotta make women thin again. Well, let me just say this. This country, even America and the West as a people, we don't have a future if we don't make women great again, period. Like Michael Foster said to you guys, women are half the population. If women are just this giant train wreck, then that train wreck spreads to everyone. That's just how it is. We have to make women great again. That's why I do the Make Women Great Again convention, the 22 convention. That's why we mansplain. That's why a father, mansplaining to his daughter or daughters or whatever, that's important. We have to teach women how to be women. We have to teach them what we expect. And they also have to embrace their own femininity, their own nature as women. So this has to get done. We cannot have a country of beluga whales. We need to make women pregnant again. You know, it's a tweet from Elon Musk I put down here. He tweets about this every so often, every few weeks, every few months. This particular one's from 2020. Elon, though, like I said, has been on it, Elon Musk. He says, population collapse is the second biggest danger to civilization after AI. I'm not really into the AI stuff. I don't really care. Maybe he has a point, maybe he doesn't. The other point, though, the biggest point, is that our births are declining through the floor, particularly in the West. This is not sustainable for any number of reasons. Fertility is going off the cliff for men and women. But with women, we need to make women pregnant again. White women in particular, I think, are in last place for like births and shit. That's some loser shit, last place. White being last place, what the fuck? As a white guy, white ladies, get knocked up, wifed up. Preferably not in that order. We need to make women cook again. How many of you guys have met a girl on Tinder or some shit? She can't even boil an egg. She can't even boil water. Just clueless, right? Now we need to lay the blame maybe on her father, but also her mother, right? You didn't teach your daughter how to cook. Where was grandma teaching you how to cook? You know, women have to cook, man. Men, we can grill, barbecue. I like making coffee myself, some shakes, but cooking is mostly for women, okay? If you're not gonna cook for yourself and hopefully a boyfriend or husband that you love and your kids, who the fuck's gonna? Well, no, you're gonna go, what would Coach Greg say, right? You're gonna feed them dino chicken nuggets. You're gonna feed them fast food. And then your kids are gonna get fat, and then you're gonna get fat, and that's a huge fucking mess. And then you're gonna get diabetes and cancer and heart disease, and you're gonna die. And your whole life fucking sucks. This is stupid. Eat healthy, take care of yourself, take care of your kids, cook. Home cooked meals, cook the fucking food, make it fucking delicious. Thank you. We gotta make women virgins again. Now, my speech last year at 22 Convention, I gave a whole keynote to them on this topic. You can check it out on 21 University, on 21 Studios. It's also on Rumble. Make women virgins again. This is not a born-again virgins concept. It's actually about, in America, we have completely devalued virginity. This like doesn't even exist anymore. Outside of like some very specific communities and churches and certain religions and stuff, you know, women keeping their virginity past like 18 or 20 is like non-existent at this point. That's not normal. Women hone it up. I mean, how many 18-year-old girls, they're not only not virgins at that point, they lose it at like 13, 14, they end up on fucking OnlyFans. I've even read reports in the news about women using OnlyFans before they're even like the legal age. I mean, this shit's fucking out of control. So in America, we need to revalue virginity. Women need to keep this as long as they can. I think sex is a good thing. I'm not anti-sex, I'm not anti-human. I think women should have as much sex as fucking possible their whole fucking life with as few men as possible. Ideally, one. So women need to focus in on this. Quit being a bunch of damn, rampant, off-the-chain skanks, unhinged skanks. Value your virginity. Men prefer debt-free virgins without tattoos. Quote from Lori Alexander, the Transform wife. It's a viral meme. You guys have seen me use it before. She's famous, she's an author, a great woman, amazing woman. But it's true, she pissed off the whole internet saying a very simple fact. I got banned for posting a meme one time on Instagram, I think, and Facebook too. Yeah, they both got pissed off. All it says is it's a meme. This is some girl, some pretty blonde girl or whatever, and she's like, and it just says, men prefer debt-free virgins without tattoos. Yeah, no shit. But that will get you banned. If you post that on a big tech platform, you can get banned for posting that. If you say that on Twitter, if you say that on Facebook, you can get banned for stating not only an opinion, I think it's just a basic fact of life. Yeah, duh. It's like, I like beautiful women, not fat, ugly women or something. Like, yeah, duh. So we need to make women virgins again. This rampant slut shit needs to stop. We need to make women female again. I can't believe I have to say that, hat on sale in the back. These days, there's jokes about dudes going on Tinder and you don't even know if it's a chick or not. A chick with a dick, and like it's getting crazy. It's like some Blade Runner stuff. This has to stop. Women should be female. They do not. If they have a Y chromosome, they are not a chick. It's just crazy. So let's comment on the trans stuff. I like to talk about it every once in a while, like on Twitter, before I get banned for it. So there's no such thing as transgendered. There's such a thing as normal people, crazy people, and retarded people. If you think you're pansexual, non-binary, whatever the fuck, trans, no, you're just retarded. You're retarded or you're crazy. This 500 gender bullshit is all nonsense, which of course they always exclude the only two that exist, male and female. So if you think you're trans and you think this is hot, you're just fucking bananas and you're crazy, or you're just retarded. No such thing as trans. It's all fucking scam. It's all whack job, evil, quack shit. We need to make women wives again. This is a speech given by Elliot Hulse at the 22 convention in 2020. You can search it on YouTube or 21 University or Rumble. You'll find it. Women need to pursue wifehood and motherhood first. I gave a speech similar to this called Motherhood First. Like America first, motherhood first. Feminism teaches women to put motherhood last, to put becoming a wife last. They don't say it in those terms. That's too obvious. They have to be clever and manipulative and brainwash these chicks. But that's really what they want. They want motherhood last, freeze your eggs, don't worry about it, eat, pray, slut, all this fucking bullshit, right? Then have your first kid at like 40, it'll be fine. Oh, he comes out retarded. Oh, well, that's too bad. Who gives a fuck about the kid, right? Feminism's fucking sick. And teaching women to put motherhood last and wifehood last is crazy. Women, we need to make women wives again. You guys can watch Elliot Hulse's speech on this exact topic. Excellent speech. We need to make voting great again. So this is what I believe. I tweeted even more. I made it more explicit later on, but my tweet from earlier this month. Women do not belong in government. Never have, never will. Stop voting for women. Yeah, thanks. So I'm not advocating right now or at this time for repealing the 19th, which I think is politically impossible to the point that it's delusional to even pursue that. So like, it is what it is, women vote. I think women should vote how their husbands tell them or their fathers tell them. That's what my grandma did up till my grandpa died. After like 50 years they were married. They got married when she was 16. Then she went to my Uncle Johnny. Who should I vote for? Because my Uncle Johnny was then, after my grandpa died, the oldest male in the family. That's not specifically what this is about though. After I put out this tweet, stop voting for women, I made a commitment to never vote for a woman again, ever, in any election in the United States that I would vote in. Not in a primary for the party, not in a general election, ever. If it's a man versus a woman, I'm either voting for the dude or not voting at all. If it's a chick versus a chick, I just did this recently. Florida, we had our primaries pretty recently. One of them, there was like 2 women. I'm like, yeah, I'm not voting for either one of them. Fuck that. I'm not voting for women ever again. They need to get out of government. They don't belong in government. It's bizarre. Particularly the higher you go in like hierarchies. Like a woman being president to me is, it's unspeakable. I think it's a good way to put it. Putting a woman as a commander-in-chief of the military that actually deals directly in violence and killing people and defending the country, that to me is just fucking crazy. I cannot even fathom how much my stomach would turn being in the military, having to listen to a woman order you around. That's just fucking nuts. That would have been the craziest, most retarded shit to almost every man who has ever lived on this planet. All of your ancestors would have thought that was like insane. Crazy, you get yourself killed. Women do not belong in government. Stop voting for women. I'm never voting for women again. I don't think anybody should. And this is what pisses me off about conservatives, like I was telling you, right? They're all feminists. 80, 90% of them are just feminists. Voting for women and cheering them on and this and all this bullshit. These guys pretend to be like masculine and all good fathers and pro-family, family values. There's nothing pro-America or pro-family about voting for women. Women do not belong in the government, any of it. Anywhere, mayor, governor, president, Congress, I don't give a fuck. Stop voting for women. We need to make women great again. Simple, the foundational slogan I came up with. This needs to happen. Like I said earlier, we do not have a future as a people if men are not men, if men are not masculine, and women are not women, and women are not feminine. When masculine men and feminine women come together, they have sex, and they make families, and they make kids. All this other 500 genders, trans bullshit, toxic masculinity, zero masculinity, no femininity. This is certain doom. How long it will take till it falls apart, fall of Rome, fall of the Soviet Union, whatever the fucking specifics of it are, men have to be masculine if this country's gonna have a future, and women have to be feminine, period. You're gonna have outliers, it's okay to live in a free society. Some people are just gonna be fucking stupid, make bad choices, that's fine. For everyone else, be a fucking man, and women, be a fucking woman. Be proud to be a woman. It's good to be a woman. It's a quote from Michael Foster. It's good to be a man as well. That's the title of his book. Check it out on Amazon. I want to shift gears a little bit to manosphere frauds before we wrap up. So a good buddy of mine, Bullfrog Mindset, and of course Will Smith, they actually won from Time Magazine, Simps of the Year. Pretty amazing award. Very proud of Bullfrog Mindset. Great shit. Will Smith, of course, I mean, that was a given, right? Amazing. Ultra cuck. This, of course, legendary Jack Murphy, Cuck Murphy. Those of you who don't know about Jack Murphy, those are the tail end of 2021, the beginning of 2022. Big political commentator and a big manosphere, podcaster, figure for many years, over 100,000 followers just on Twitter. He eventually got exposed as a literal cuck after he freaked out and started screaming at a woman live on a podcast with The Blaze, that conservative media outlet. Then came out that he was into literal cucking. He had admitted it in writing. And then also a bunch of porn came out where he did gay porn and shit. He was banging trannies. He put a hook up his butt, a big one, a couple feet long. This videos are on Twitter, and it's wild shit, man. You can look it up if you want, but you're gonna regret it. This is some wild shit, man. So legendary manosphere fraud. And I can pause on this for a second. People think I'm just some asshole, and I am an asshole usually, but going after anybody and everybody for no fucking reason. No, I go after fake, fraudulent fucking losers. This Cuck Murphy guy, Jack Murphy, pretended to be ultra alpha male, Giga Chad badass. He spoke at our convention years ago, right? He presented himself on this stage back in 2018 and 2019 as an authority on masculinity and femininity and feminism. He even has a book that gets into these issues, right? Pretty popular book. Excuse me. Anyway, it pisses me off when there's these fake-ass vaginal motherfuckers that are fakes and frauds and liars and scammers who will say anything to pander to men, right? Like politicians. They just pander and lie and bullshit to get your vote. There's plenty. This is not just specific to the manosphere, of course. Every industry that has serious money flowing through it will attract scammers, right? The thing that pisses me off about when this happens in the manosphere is the manosphere has a very non-commercial origin. When I found the manosphere in the 2000s, 2005, I was in high school, trying to figure out how to dance because I was going to a homecoming dance and I was terrified. I was oh my God, I don't know how to dance with some girl. Anyway, I found the manosphere, and for many years, from 2005 that I saw to about 2012, there was a super aggressive anti-commercial slant. It was okay to post your ideas, this and that. If you charged even $1 for anything, instant ban, instant death, off of this head. I mean, you would get nuked so quick. Now that's over aggressive. Even at the time, I was like, man, these people are fucking communists. Looking back on it, these older, wiser men at the time, in the earlier years in the manosphere, they were hyper concerned, and to some degree, this is very legitimate, that it would be corrupted by money. It would be corrupted by greed and frauds. So I think that was too much in that direction, but these days, as the manosphere continues to grow, continues to clash and confront with mainstream, it's attracting more and more frauds. And I like to fight as hard as I can to expose these fucking people. When they do something stupid or evidence comes out or whatever it is, it's good to expose frauds. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it should be destroyed by the truth. And I will do everything that I can to make that happen. I get hell for it. People get so mad at these fucking memes I make and shit. That's why I keep making them. Keep getting pissed off and keep making them. Because they work. I should have put the graph up, but there was one fraud, Conovan Sharp. I exposed him in 2021 with a 3-hour documentary. 1 year later, his Patreon went from 1,185 patrons, all paying customers, right? Thousands of dollars a month on Patreon, like a kind of contribution thing that fans do. He went from almost 1,200 paying customers to now he's about 450. I fucking gutted this guy by exposing him with the truth. The truth is powerful. That's why people get really pissed off when you expose it, when you say it, and when you speak it. Words are powerful. And a picture, as the old saying goes, is worth 1,000 words. These memes, the reason these people want to shut me up and get me to stop making them is because it hurts their fucking wallet. It hurts their fucking bank account. By exposing them and encouraging men to have some fucking standards, these people fucking lie to you. You shouldn't give them money. You wouldn't go to a car dealer and then he lies to you and then you catch him and then still give him your money. You'd be like, yo, fuck you, man. You just fucking lied to me about the odometer or something. Fuck you. The manosphere is the same thing. If people lie, the way a man does one thing is the way he does everything. When people get caught fucking lying, like Jack Murphy or Jesse Lee, fuck these people. Burn them to ashes, their whole fucking business. This is my other favorite meme I made, Gade. I'm a huge fan of Blade, so I thought it was pretty great. Jesse Lee Peter Eater. The power of a cuck, the soul of a homo, the heart of a predator. And of course, Jack Murphy's in the background. Yeah. This one was actually a fan contribution. I had the idea for it, and then this fan made it, and I was like, holy shit, this one's awesome. I want to focus a little bit more on conservatives. Like I was saying, conservatives are overwhelmingly feminist. They won't tell you that. They'll never say, rarely, right? Rarely, maybe like a Tommy Lauren we'll get into in a minute, will tell you like they're basically a conservative feminist, right? This is bullshit. Most of them, they'll hide it, right? They'll even say verbatim, I'm an anti-feminist, right? I'm anti-feminist. This is fucking bullshit. They're all feminists. Charlie Kirk, king of the millennial beta males. Fucking hate this guy. He doesn't like me either. He almost kicked me out of his event. He saw my hat, Make Women Virgins Again, and he was asking some of my friends, they were like, oh, is that guy violent? No, you're just fucking beta male. So all these, this is what they promote. You know, this is actually what's called they have a Turning Point USA is like a big nonprofit organization for conservative politics, right? And they do what's called, and I actually asked them at a booth one time at CPAC. They had a whole booth and their employees and shit promoting this specific event. It's called the Young Women's Leadership Summit. So I'm talking to them, right? I'm just having my hat on, I'm kind of goofing around. Hey, what's going on? And they tell me, oh, it's Young Women's Leadership Summit, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, when's the next one? I'm like, oh, it's in a few months. I'm like, cool. Do you guys have a Young Men's Leadership Summit? No. Why not? I don't know. They have no fucking idea. It doesn't even occur to conservative politicians or these nonprofit organizations to do a Young Men's Leadership Summit. They'll do one for women. They'll promote the fucking shit out of it. These events have absurd amounts of money put into them for audio, video stuff, even above and beyond what we do. It's crazy. They're dumping like $500,000 on like, you know, laser lights and shit, smoke and all this fucking shit. Over the top. A little bit of smoke's good. Too much smoke, not good. But anyway, it's just a mess. I'll give a pass to like Candace Owens. I like Candace a lot. But for every one of her, you have 10 of these fake conservative slut, conservative skank bimbos. They're fake. They're feminist. They'll tell you they're conservative and pro-family and all this bullshit. Meanwhile, they're hyper-career-oriented. They're freezing their fucking eggs. They're pro-abortion. Tommy Lauren is a really good example of that. They're fake. They're 100% fake. It's fucking stupid. This fucking guy, I used to like Dave Rubin. I met him back in 2018. I talked to him for like 40 minutes because Jordan Peterson was there and like all the attendees wanted to go meet Jordan and don't give a fuck about Dave. And I'm like, yeah, Dave's cool. Because he has some good ideas that I agree with, like on free speech and stuff like that, particularly back then. This pissed me off though, and it was another conservative hypocritical moment through the wazoo. So this guy, Dave Rubin on the left, big YouTuber, he's very popular in kind of conservative politics, independent media and stuff like that. This is his husband, quote unquote, also named Dave. So narcissism times infinity, Dave and Dave. They have 2 babies on the way, 2 kids, I think 2 boys, with no mother. They paid like $100,000 again and again and again, however many times it took. They had one donor egg from one woman, another donor egg from this woman. They then jerked off into a cup each or some shit. And then they had the eggs that they jerked off on or whatever implanted into 2 different surrogate women so that the babies come out at about the same time. This is madness to me. Because it's donor stuff, the babies will never get to know even who their biological, so to speak, mother is, ever, right? The surrogate mom is just a surrogate. She's getting paid $30,000, $40,000 or whatever the fuck. Basically, you got these 2 gay dudes who got married, live in Florida now. Get out of my state. Then they have these fucking kids. These 2 kids, these poor kids, they have no identifiable mother figure in their life in the near future, as soon as they're born, forever. They'll never meet their actual, like where the egg came from mom. Their surrogate moms aren't gonna give a fuck about them. These are allegedly pro-family kind of political figures, right? And what pissed me off so bad is that all these conservatives who wanna like suck the ass and kiss the ass of Dave Rubin to get on a show and shit, none of them said shit, or they just sucked up to him in public. Prager University, big, conservative YouTube channel and kind of nonprofit organization, they were just clapping and fucking cheering for this shit. These are the same people who will tell you that they're pro-family and pro-men and be a good man and all this fucking shit. And then really, when you have this aggressively, explicitly anti-motherhood shit going on, they say nothing. Some of the only conservative people I saw speak up on it was Mark Dice, big YouTuber, and Lori Alexander, I would say, although she doesn't have like millions of fans. And I'm not even sure you would include her in a conservative, maybe, kind of conservative angle like that. But beyond that, it was ghost town. No one said shit. Dave Rubin blocked me when I started making fun of him, calling him a fucking retard for this shit. Whatever, man. It's just, I fucking hate this. This is anti-child, it's anti-motherhood, and it's anti-family. And all these pro-family conservatives, they could give a fuck less They'll just clap and cheer like some mindless fucking seal, like a zombie, when they see this going on, when they see stupid fucking shit going on like this. This is Charlie Kirk. This is his wife. These little mommies, little boys, the fucking mama's boy. This is mommy issues writ large. When a woman holds you like this and correct, there's even more like gay shit like this of him with this chick. This is an older woman. He married a post-wall woman, as we'd say in the Manosphere, and he's real proud of it. It's a shit show. So I put on it, oh, who's mommy's good little beta bitch? Super fucking beta. And the definition of how most conservative, at least I can't talk about the general population who's conservative. It's probably a lot different. But in terms of who gets elected, who's running these multi-million-dollar nonprofits, Prager University, Turning Point USA, CPAC, run by Matt Schlepp, another fucking beta male, I've seen him with his wife at CPAC, run by his wife. He's like led around like a little puppy. Like it's so gay. It's so beta. These dudes are all beta males. Beta males are fucking losers. Stop being a beta male, be an alpha male. That's my message. Everyone should be fucking alpha male. Be as alpha as you can. This is not alpha. Matt Schlepp at CPAC, not alpha. None of them are fucking alpha. They're all beta males. They're beta male slaves to the feminist establishment, and they pretend to be pro-family and pro-men and all this fucking shit. It's a lie. Tommy Lauren, I call her Super Thought. It's an old meme we made up about early 2021. She's just a great example. She had a big, Kevin Samuels went after her, I think Coach Greg, a bunch of Manosphere podcasters went after her. She did this huge rant when she broke up with her boyfriend and she hit 30. All men are trash, all this fucking garbage. She's pro-abortion. She's basically just a feminist. To me, she's the poster child of a millennial, fake conservative, bimbo, conservative skank feminist in disguise. A chameleon. Jordan Peterson, huge fucking beta male. Pretends to be anti-feminist, and he's got some good digs on feminism, I can't deny that. He's actually said openly, if you look through his content, he agrees with most of feminism. He is mostly a feminist. By the way, other than the forehead stamp, I put that on, but the makeup is real. That's this dude, they say he's like their father figure, he's their king. This is your king? This is your hero? You think this is gonna save your country or your civilization or your culture or what you believe in? This is a fucking beta male extreme. His daughter had him put that makeup on. This is a man run by his daughter. That's his daughter on the right, Michaela Peterson, his daughter, famous, has 500,000 followers just on YouTube, on Twitter, and all this bullshit. This is her 95% naked, posting on Instagram. This isn't like some secret photo. She posted this to her fucking Instagram. You notice in the background, I blocked out the face so you guys wouldn't see her face. That's Jordan Peterson's granddaughter. This is like maximum hoage. Taking a naked selfie with your kid on the bed in the background. This is sick. This is fucked up. Jordan Peterson, I could never verify it, but the screenshots I could find, he liked it. This is what his daughter posted on Instagram. This is terrible. Any level-headed father, even who had even an ounce of masculinity, would be ashamed of this, to see your daughter doing this, and even including your granddaughter, on the bed like an accessory, like a toy or something. This is fucking, she ended up blocking me recently. I don't even know what the fuck. I called her a feminist boss queen, and she blocked me. I mean, these people are snowflakes. They're savage, I'm for the truth, I'm for the red pill, and this and that. You're a feminist boss queen, block. These people are so sensitive and so fucking fake, it's retarded. That's why I expose them. There's a meme I made of her, Bridezilla. I love this meme. That's her father running away from her because he's scared of her. He's run by his daughter. That's why his daughter runs his ass and does whatever she wants. She's already been divorced, has a kid. She was a single mother. Now she got married again. The dude's super fucking beta. It's super obvious. It's like insane. Bridezilla. That's her mom in the background too. So in summary, the state of the Manosphere 2022, I believe fundamentally it's a positive movement by far and large. The fake news trying to demonize it and to vilify it and all this crap, it's fake, it's lame, it's stupid, it needs to stop. It's a good movement for men. I think it's the most important movement alive in America for men and for family issues and masculinity and femininity. There's nothing else. Everything else is cucked by feminism. I grew up in the 90s, like I told you guys, right? I'm born in 88. When I grew up, we had the Boy Scouts. I didn't do it, but I had a lot of friends do it and stuff, right? Boy Scouts don't even exist anymore. There's just the Scouts, and they're getting sued by the Girl Scouts or some shit. That's the clown world you live in. The Boy Scouts don't exist. The Marines are fucking woke Admiral Tranny general. Like, The military's cucked, the government's cucked by feminism, everything's woke, everything's trans, there's 4,000 genders, feminism runs your entire culture. This whole thing is a huge ticking time bomb of your country falling apart. No, absolutely, it doesn't matter. All this stuff the conservatives, like I was saying, they talk about, and they bitch about specific policy issues like build the wall and this and that guy and this guy. It's all nonsense. None of it's gonna matter. You cannot have a future as a people and as a country without masculine men and feminine women and then building families. You don't have the basics, and that's why they go after them, right? That's why we have toxic masculinity. That's why women are encouraged to be androgynous, tick-thought super sluts, prostitutes and shit. This whole thing is a disaster waiting to happen. And it's gonna happen if we don't man up as men and be the best men we can be and keep moving forward as a people and as a culture to be as masculine as we can be, like our forefathers were. My grandfather was a World War II, not combat vet, but a World War II veteran. He wasn't a fucking pussy. Most of your grandfathers were way more masculine than all the beta males you go find out in the world around you. Men have to be masculine, they have to man up. There's a lot of positive growth for the manosphere. It continually hitting the news is a good thing. It's a little bit dangerous. There are no guarantees in life. I believe that philosophically. There's no guarantee that the manosphere is going to survive. Certainly, the manosphere is under attack, I think, by the fake news, and even by the Department of Homeland Security, with these continual, ongoing, never-ending investigations and reports, and vilifying it and demonizing it, incels this and terrorist threat that, misogynistic, blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. All the men I meet at this convention, you love women. You want to do better with women. You want to have a better relationship with your wife or your girlfriend, or you want to have more competence with women. You want to be skilled. You want to be good at dating women. You want to be good at going on a first date. You want to be good at banging women. You want to get fucking laid. Good for you. Go fucking fuck some women. Men in the manosphere, for all the time I've been in it, 17 years almost, they love women. They might be a little angry. They might be a little burnt, bad breakup, divorce, getting friend zoned 4,000 times in a row. That's your fault too, but it's just a whole train wreck. I think there is Fed infiltration. I don't think it's just Amru Fraudel from Fed and shit in Miami. I think it's beyond that. I don't know exactly who, but there's no way it's just him. He's just kind of the highest profile one that had to kind of come out about it and try to PR manage it. It goes well beyond that. I don't know exactly when and where, but there's no way that they're not. The fact that they're doing public investigations and reports, Secret Service, FEMA, Homeland Security, there's no way they don't have agents planted in other places. Who knows what their exact purposes and goals are? It's not good, and it's something that we should all be aware of and keep in mind. There's a fraud infestation. I think as the manosphere, my hope is that as the manosphere continues to grow and evolve and clash with mainstream culture, that spotlight, it will send some more frauds. People will see money, they will see opportunity, they'll see the ability to manipulate and prey on hurt, wounded men, leaving divorces and relationships and stuff. But also I think there's a big kind of cleansing spotlight that the manosphere puts, or that the mainstream puts on the manosphere. There's, for example, it's not exactly mainstream, but it's close. It's kind of this YouTube culture, right? On YouTube, with these big YouTubers, they all have 1 million, 2 million, 5 million subscribers, whatever. It's kind of like independent media with YouTube. They also have been having a lot more confrontation and combativeness with the manosphere. Alba and Preach, I think, is a good example of that. They have about 1.8 million followers. And they said something very simple that I like a lot, that they understand why there's a need for the manosphere. That's good and legitimate. The manosphere itself is kind of at this turning point where it's like, there's a lot of fucking fraud and fake shit going on, and it needs to stop. It used to not be as bad, it's always been an issue, but it's gotten particularly bad now because we're like at a transition point. We're trans right now, There's a mainstream clash that's going to continue. I think the manosphere has the ability to change the course of American history. I hope that it does. That's what I want to see. I want to see men be masculine. I want to see women be feminine. Classically, traditionally, naturally, however you want to spin it, I don't really care. To me, I look at masculinity and femininity on a common sense basis. Like, not putting on a giant green dildo. That's just fucking retarded. Men acting like men, not being an effeminate soy boy, dad bod, beta male. Like, some basics here. Be a man. Be competent. Be strong. Mentally, physically. Take care of yourself. Have honor. Be honorable in your relationships. Have courage. Be bold. Speak the truth. Especially when you're not supposed to. Especially when it's socially or otherwise forbidden. Speak up. Be a man. And finally, I just have to keep beating up on them. They're kind of my favorite punching bag this year. Conservative cucks are fucking useless. None of these people, like I said, had the balls, as far as I know. Not a single elected official in this country had the balls to stand up and say that doctors who experiment on children in America should face, serious criminal penalties. They should die. They should get arrested. They should go to jail. They should be a fair due process, fair trial, be fucking killed. This is sick. There's no excuse for it. There's not some moral confusion. There's not even a problem of evidence. Surgeries and stuff have long paper trails of medical history and documentation and stuff. Let me just finally close on this. Not only the doctors should they be executed, everyone directly involved with it. The nurses in the operating room, the anesthesiologist, the doctor himself, the other fucking surgeon, all of them. Fuck all of them. You experiment on kids, you mutilate kids, you should die. So that's my speech. That's the State of the Manosphere 2022. I appreciate you listening. Fiend. Thank you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. We are finding out how men can make women great again because in Orlando, Florida, is a man charging almost $1,000.
Anthony Dream Johnson, who says he wants to abolish feminism and make women great again.
Yeah, Orlando, Florida, that's going to be the scene of the crime.
21 studios, okay? They are pretty much the Avengers of the Manosphere.
First and foremost, shout out to 21 Studios.
So this convention is put on by a company called 21 Studios, and they have this whole convention every year called the 21 Convention, where it's just teaching men how to be better.
Women are queuing up to pay nearly $1,000 to have a man like Anthony tell them how to be women.
It's mansplaining palooza.
Anthony Dream Johnson, that's really his name. He's the founder of the convention.
Like yourself and like Anthony Johnson, the president.
The first president of the Manosphere.
President of the Manosphere.
You're protecting the sphere in a way that not enough people give you credit for.
Thanks, man.
And I really mean that, because if you didn't protect the sphere at all, it would just be a complete shit show. That's why you're the president, right?
You gotta be presidential.
You gotta be presidential.
And that guy's name was Anthony the Dream Johnson, the president of the Manosphere. There's only one guy in the Manosphere.
Yeah, you're impeached, Mr. President. You're f***ing done, dude. That's all there is to it. All in favor, say aye.
Excuse me, I'm mansplaining here.